my last video, I told you I had a blanket, so that's why I'm doing videos. I had to find a blanket, old one, so it's really big for some reason. But yeah, I took I didn't take a break, but I just did it after the other one. But I'm pretty sure I left off at the midnight sun breaking into the water temple. And this dude with the beast magic, pretty much. The dude appears, and this is whenever he asks this black bull saying, "Did it licked?" Or wait, no, not licked. But yeah, somebody else is there. I don't know what I was trying to do, but yeah, and he starts punching at them with Asta being able to dodge, and he says, "So you're a puncher, so am I," and he turns into his beast-like mode, not the full mark. Sorry if you heard that abrupt, that pause, but yeah, so the battle starts, and he goes into his beast-like form, and this will be his final form, his true final form, and stuff like that. It will look monstrous. But yeah, he starts going kind of berserk, and he starts punching, and this is when we see his magic his attacks start turning to crimson, and stuff like that. And when this happens, the dude noticed that his punches got a lot stronger, and now the punches are starting to go past his punches and start hitting him. And he says, "You're a strong kid," and starts punching again. But what happens next is that a huge lightning strike starts shooting from his hands with his punches, saying lightning punches. And the dude's like, "What type of magic do you have, kid? You have lightning too?" And starts punching even harder, pushing his magic to a higher point. Yeah, you guys know my name, but that was my friend. I'm back. You see my friend TT and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to my video. I might have a couple pauses. I might not even post this video. I might post these videos later and stuff like that, because there won't be that many today. And yeah, so they're punching, and right now Asta's punches are constantly getting stronger, and so is the other guys, is because he's putting every ounce of mana into his punches, while Asta's just gradually going up the stages until he starts looking demonic with his teeth growing out and stuff like that. And it seems like whenever he keeps on using his power, he's suddenly getting stronger and stronger, even though his marks aren't going any farther and stuff like that. And this is whenever he gets a surge of power, and he starts overpowering the dude, and he's pummeling the dude into the ground and stuff like that. But this is when the dude's about to self-destruct, and that's when Asta pulls out his sword, turning it to a complete crimson color, slashing down with one strike, cutting through his magic and cutting him in half, stopping the magic from exploding because he has anti-magic and stuff like that. And somehow he gets a curse on. Don't ask me how to say it got shot onto him. I don't know. I totally forgot about the curse. But yeah, when this happens, they go back. They're trying to heal his wounds, but they won't heal because it's cursed. So this is when Vanessa gets the idea to go back to the Queen of Witches and help also by healing him and stuff. Whenever people find this out, Asta still got trained in swordsmanship by the same dude. and stuff. So he goes to that area saying that it was somewhere around here. Meets him, but he protects him from getting assassinated by one of his old students, the black-haired girl, and stuff like that. And yeah, and that's whenever he meets their wife. I'm just gonna say it's wife now from now on, but yeah. And she's trying to sell them stuff, but they just go with the magic cloak. But she says she only has 2, and they only have a few brooms, which also can't fly. He can't fly on a broom, but he can fly by himself. But he's not able to do this, or he'll get caught and stuff like that. So the same thing still happens, and they're all teleport, or they all get caught with them rushing through. But Asta is still using his mouth to slice people, and he also is kicking people in the face, and or kicking those clay things in the face and breaking them and all that. And that's where he gets into the Queen of Witches area, seeing Vanessa and all that. Okay, sorry about that. That was a little weird. But yeah, he jumps in there, and that's whenever the Queen of Witches still heals him and still releases magic. But she doesn't just say in her mind that he isn't special, because he does have special abilities nobody else's have, and it seems like he's not even human and stuff like that. So yeah, if I'm quieter because I have to go inside because there's apparently some kind of animal outside, because there's like footprints all over, like a wild animal, and they're like, you're gonna get attacked. So I had to come inside, so I have to be quieter and all that. But you should be able to still hear me. It might just sound less volume and stuff like that. But yeah, this is whenever they go back off with Asta using his wings and all that, flying off at high speeds, going to help everybody because now he's healed. He gets there, and that's whenever he sees the girl with the salamander, which he did see in the thing helping finding the dude's body and all that. But yeah, and she's battling everybody, and she's about to self-destruct, and they already brought the dude with the crystals back to his sentence, so he already knows that he has a different identity and stuff and all that. Okay, I was so confused what that noise was. It was some old man. I guess everybody in this park has like a job that they just do for nice. Apparently they like take out people's little rolled carts. But yeah, they're little hobos. If you guys don't know, I know a lot of weird stuff, but these you know, the trash cans that are outside, those are actually called hobos. That's just something I don't know and stuff like that. But he pretty much comes there, and when she's about to self-destruct, he still talks her into not to and stuff. But that's whenever you get into the battle between the dude with the, and yeah, he is the reincarnation of, or like, he is Beelzebub. I didn't want to make him the son. He is Beelzebub, but the thing is that I'm gonna say he lost his memory and he reverted back into like a humanoid form and stuff. But yeah, it's in the battle, and Asta can still fly, so he can catch up to the dude. And he's striking the dude down, and he's punching or using the crimson lightning, using the lightning, and his lightning is red, or if he goes quote unquote full power, the highest percent he can use right now. And whenever he's battling, he gets glimpses of memories for some reason of like some other baby, but he reverted back to a baby if I didn't make that clear, or if nobody like didn't like take that into mind and stuff. And I'll just go by like the anime where he sees ogre in like a different world and all that. And this is whenever he starts reverting, getting his wings stronger and all that, and they get like twice the size. And this is when the first time anybody sees this happening. But behind one of his punches, I'm gonna say, 20 magical circles appear. But wherever he punches, it's almost like a bull, a super punch pretty much. Like it rockets him, and he punches the dude in the face, and all that. It's kind of like if he had fire behind his punch. Whenever he does this, he says Black Bull's bull ram punch. And that's whenever he noticed that he can do these like attacks by using these circles that appear, kind of how trap magic is like. And that's whenever you see him put out his hand with these circles appearing, and he says Black Bull's fish net, creating a whole bunch of explosions across him. And that's whenever he puts the circles in front of him, punching them, causing them to explode with energy and like actual explosions. And I'll do what if Deku had like Beelzebub's power. And I was gonna do like what if he had God's power. But if you guys seen this, I'm bad with names, but Sam's comic, he's doing what if Asta was some kind of god right now. And I'm not saying, oh, I came up with it first. I was gonna pick like a different god, not like a well-known god, but whenever he said this, I just went with my second choice, giving him like a different demon's power, stuff like that. So I just came up with Beelzebub. But yeah. And whenever this happens, a huge blast energy happens. But this is like him awakening powers. And this is whenever the demon reacts, giving him more anti-magic, getting sucked out of the demon and stuff in his grimoire. And now his attacks are anti-magic. So he's punching this dude, unable him to use magic because they just get punched through. And what's happening is that the demon feels that he's not human, he's another demon. And he's like, no way, he can't be. He says Beelzebub and stuff. This is where he says one of the princes, so he gives him all the power, trying to force activate his memories. And what happens after this is that we know in the show how Beelzebub could like, it wasn't actually pee, somehow he can pee water, like a huge ocean. And this is whenever, I'm just gonna add this in, Asta, when the dude shoots like a beam, he says, this is when water appears in Asta's hand, and he shoots it out, countering the fire beam with his water beam, going across it. And this is whenever his wings get covered with blackness and stuff like that. He rides through it, and this is when he takes his two katanas and says Black Bull's giant katanas, turning them into giant blades, and they're permanently going to be like this instead of thin katanas. And he has chains on them. He starts swinging these around in one hand, or each hand, and he says Black Bull's what would be a cross star, throwing them off with anti-magic covering them with crimson fire everywhere. And this hits the dude doing a star, like a shooting star look, and it slashes him. But that's where he says, "Black wolves recoil," with a whole bunch of those circles appearing behind him, shooting him back at him. And he says, "Black wolves, Hades chains," with, I'm gonna say, his weapon appearing through one of the circles at the ground. Which this is just like abilities that I implemented together. And pretty much what he does is that this grabs the dude, pulling him down into a sort of pocket dimension, but that can destroy people's bodies. He gets sucked in, and that's whenever you see Asta open another portal with somebody with like almost halfway gone body appears out of it with him alive because he uses the last bit of magic to heal him. And you see him regenerate, and Asta lets him, and he's back to normal. This is whenever Asta starts screaming because memories are starting to flow back into him all of a sudden. But he's still Asta, but he knows about his past as being Beelzebub and stuff, and so I'm gonna leave it off.